Hello. Oh no! Oh dear! It went funny then. I think my computer's fan is going. So if we disappear, anyone, we are here. So there's loads of people in the chat. Well, welcome to ZSR episode 117.
117.
As you can tell, we haven't got Taz here today. So
a special guest, Matthew. A special guest.
We've got Powerland Taz this week.
Powerland Taz.
What do I say? Down the Docks, Transformers, Spectrum, yellow backgrounds.
Yeah, do you think you'll be more with it than Taz, because he's in a different world sometimes? So.
Hang on,
He's in a different
get
world.
off the internet, Josh.
Yeah, have you got a white dog to lick your face?
No, Tez is moving in, so he's got all his furniture to shift out. He's got all his packing to do. So good old Cy filled in for him, which was awesome.
He might come in the chat and say, "Hang on."
He'll be in his chat with his feet up. He'll be in his chat.
Yeah, I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah. Who's first? Right, let's see who's first in the chat. Kenny's here.
Kenny.
He's got first. Kenny. Tim. Hiya, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Hiya, Tim. Kenny again. Oh, it's Kieran. Hello, Kieran. Hello. We're probably about 10 minutes behind already, so we apologise.
Lovely, Des. And Mrs. Thomason. Hello, Mrs. T is watching too.
Des and Mrs. T, yeah.
Is Des T coming to the toy fair? Because I'm not making Echo this year. I can't make Echo, so I don't know if he's coming to the toy fair the week before.
Right. Who knows where Des will be? He's every time he watches this, he's in a different part of the globe. We just give up.
Yeah,
working
could
out
be,
where he's going to be next.
Australia or America next, Brazil. We don't know where he's going to be, do we?
Yeah, you are, man. You've got your feet up, Des. No, I'm in Benfica. Do you know what I mean? He's just one of those. He's just traveling. He's a globetrotter. So.
Baz is here.
Hello, Baz.
Hey,
so I was having my dinner yesterday, and I caught a glimpse. I was talking to Si about this last night. I watched a bit of Baz's while I was having my tea, so I didn't comment because I was eating my dinner. But there's loads of new people in Baz's. People I didn't even recognise.
I know.
Another one. Look how much he's jumped. He's got about 500 subs in about 3 days or something stupid.
Yeah,
I don't know what you've been doing.
I think it's shorts, isn't it? She's doing lots of shorts. I guess that.
All right,
helps.
Yeah,
he's probably got loads of Power Rangers.
I'm meeting up about on Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to Scotland to see my brother Rick. So on the Saturday, me and Baz and Rick are meeting up. Yeah, so see Baz Saturday.
Nice.
All right,
Nice.
that'd be fun. He'll take you to his famous B&M and
I'm going to this magical shop he goes to where everything's 50p.
And the game,
it doesn't matter what you buy, it's all 50p. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, what's it game? He's always got good stuff in there. When I go my game, it's rubbish.
Same as mine. Mine's terrible.
I know. It's got like 8. I see all these pictures on Facebook. People go in the game and they've just got every single figure that's online in the store. But I go to mine and I've just got about 1,000 Andors just sitting there, and that's it. It's like, come on.
My B&M's is the same. Basil for me and say, we've got the Chun-Li and the Turtles figure in B&M's. So we've got 2 here. So I fly down to B&M's, none of them are in. Then there's a new one with the Turtles. The Turtles figures are in. Fly down to B&M's, none of them are in. You know, it's like, how the crap?
I'm gonna wait. Yeah. I'm gonna wait for those Ando, because the Mando figures are gonna clear out soon. They're not like. Don't get me wrong. It's my favorite TV show of all of them, but the figures aren't exactly the most wanted, are they? Really? Do you know what I mean? So I'll wait till they go down.
Yeah, the Krang looks pretty cool, doesn't he? The Krang looks good. I think everyone loves a Krang, don't they? So
it's cool, isn't it?
Yeah. That's one character I probably would get is the Krang of any of them. So I'm not a massive.
But Matthew, look at this. I want to show you something. So, for some reason, G.I.Joes are going into Ollie's, and they had the relatively new ones. They had Dusty in there, and they had Zerana. Guess how much Ollie's is selling these for?
Oh, $9.99 or whatever. No,
$4.99. That's £3. $4.99.
Wow.
All these G.I.Joes. They had the Crimson Guard, and I thought, if they've got that, I'll buy about 4 of them, but they didn't have any Crimson Guards in, but that was pretty cool. I know, $4.99 for G.I. Joe's, bargain.
It is. It is. You can get them for that. People can't even get them in certain countries, can they? So,
No.
Well, we can. We struggle to get them over here. We don't get them in the shops at all. You got to get them online, haven't you? Which is a shame. Other places like Australia and places like that don't even see them, do they? So
Nope.
No. Who see who's next? DTM. Hello, DTM.
DTM. I'll see DTM in a couple of weeks at the Toy Fair.
Oh, yes.
You going to the Toy Fair, Matt?
The NEC. Yeah, I'm going to go. Yeah. It should be fun. I don't know if I'm going to Echo yet. It's a week after, isn't it? So I'll see how much I spend at NEC.
The plan was originally to do that, go to the Toy Fair, then go to Echo. But then my mum's got the BlytheCon on, so we'll be in York that weekend. So no Echo this year, unfortunately.
Is she selling her dolls? Is she or just a costume she makes from?
Yeah, she's made loads of costumes, and she's made loads of little dresses and accessories and all sorts. And I said to her, film it while you're there and send it Mark, and then he'll put it in his video. So
yeah,
some of the stuff she's made. There's one over here. I'll just grab it for you. This is amazing.
Very unprofessional. Just looking
she's done this great. And this is like something that she's selling in. She's made the Wednesday. You know the Wednesday. I don't think you see it.
Yeah, I'll make it big.
The full Wednesday doll dress. Look.
Wow. That was so. She's just done the one, is she?
No, she's done 3 of these.
Oh, those sell
like I said, these are just 3 customs, you know. So
yeah, they all should fly off, aren't they?
It's like, amazing, isn't it? Look at the detail on that. She blows my mind when she does stuff like this.
Yeah, that covers a lot of ranges, doesn't it? You know, just Tim Burton collectors and all sorts, isn't it? And just doll collector. Yeah, that reaches everything. All the goth girls like that, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's done a few of them, and quite a few things she's done.
Yeah, they're cool. They're cool. Who's next? So we find Gerard. Hello, Gerard.
Met Gerard and Miriam in Dublin. Great people.
Hoppy. Hello, Hoppy. See, Hoppy's been making some more cardboard vehicles. I saw a video the other day. It popped up.
I like his video where it goes across himself and it shows them all. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
great.
Jason.
Yeah. Hi, Jason.
Awesome,
yeah. Connor.
Hello, Red.
It's Friday. Football. No, we're talking football.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
Tell you what, his channel doing well. It's going.
I know. I know. It's like some people just get on and they just fly, don't they?
I think Baz and Dino are taking these YouTube pills where
I know. We need to know what they're doing.
Channel,
yeah, just doing shorts and Dino does a couple of videos a week, doesn't he, as well? So we're lucky to do.
YouTube shorts. Do you do them? Do you do shorts, man?
Yeah, I've done them. I did it. I did a little experiment on my channel and it did help. I did like 3 shorts a day and was doing stuff on my collection, and it really did. You did see the subscriber count just go up, but it kind of messed with the algorithm, I think, slightly. Yeah, because your algorithm thinks you're doing long videos, and suddenly you do short videos for a while and then do long videos again. So your long videos don't get as many views because they think it's a. So you got to stick to one or the other. That's the trick. Yeah, you can mix it up.
I like doing the Instagram, the reels. I don't think I'll do shorts on YouTube. I'd never say never, but at the moment I've no interest in it. I like doing long form videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, like 20-minute ones. I enjoy that. So
how long it takes you to open all those boxes, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Like you say, I'm always got more junk to get out of the box. See here, there's not junk there. No.
We were on time, were we? Were we about 2 minutes late or something?
We were late. Because my computer, my laptop says, what's it say? No, 19 minutes past. And my phone says 13 minutes past. So I think when I set it, because when I set it must go off the clock off the laptop. So I'm sorry we're a little bit, or he's a little bit late. So hello Tony. How you doing?
Hello Tony. How are you, pal? Oh, listen, Matt, we'll talk about Ahsoka later on. Wait till you what Sai says about Ahsoka.
I know you don't. He's not keen. I don't think he's not. I've seen the chat.
I loved it.
Every morning I have to catch up with the private chat with it and just look at it, read it all. It's like it takes me off.
Si's gone mad. Si's gone like it's affected him this week. I told him.
No, I don't think it's affected. I think it's great.
I think it's great.
He's great. That's why he's been buying more Star Wars now than recently, I guess.
Oh yeah. Well, I was showing Si yesterday. He bought those 40th anniversary figures. He got the. Which ones did you get, Si? Show the lads what you got.
Well, I've been buying them as they've been coming along because, as you know, I love Return of the Jedi. So I'm just waiting for that R2D to come out now. That's the next one.
How have you got them now? It's like I said, they're not in any stores in the States. And when I check Amazon, it says November. I showed you yesterday, Si. It says November the 2nd for us. And I'm like,
really?
what?
I know America's really bad now. It's like getting a lot of late stuff now, isn't it? It's really
always.
bad.
Yeah, you know, it's funny how everything is a lot late. There's been a few Black Series, especially lines, where you lads have got them. You know, I've seen Connor's videos and I've seen everybody, Brian's video, and I'm like, it's not even out here yet. Do you know what I mean?
I know I think everyone's been getting the M1 Starfighter the past few days because Hasbro Pulse have been shipping them out in the UK and Amazon. I got mine for Amazon. That's dispatched, but I'm gonna get it till Monday. So, but yeah, I think a lot of people are getting them. So, yeah, they look good. Look good. But yeah, it's strange how we seem to be getting a lot of the stuff. I think Star Action figures are doing quite well. They seem to be got a lot of the stuff in demand.
Yeah.
So, I pre-ordered
Oh, go on.
No, I pre-ordered the 2-pack that came out yesterday. The vintage, the Kenobi 2-pack that was for vintage collection. So
you didn't get the Black Series one because I think G-Force was getting ordered the Black Series one.
I got the Vader. Is it the Vader? Yeah, I've done the Vader. Yeah.
It looks awesome.
Yeah.
So I've been watching. I watched your video. I watched VTR's video. I watched Sue's video. All on Sandown. Tell us about Sandown. How was it?
Sue. Yeah, he was all right. We had a little chat because I said about him being like shit in the field, and he said he loved it. So yeah. And I was like, yeah, you know, he knew what I meant, so he was good about it. We had a laugh. He was there early, I think.
I just like the way he puts his thing out, Sue, and he goes, "I'm Sue to the 31st of December." You're like, that's never going away.
No, you stuck with it. You stuck with it.
We're going to go. Every lad in this community is going to go, oh, well, it's the 1st of January. Let's stop calling it. Never going to
Stu Wills himself. Oh,
I know. Yeah. I was going to say it. I thought, does he know anybody in this community? No one's going to stop calling him Sue now. No one. You know
I had a chat with them, and then I was walking around with my mate Jules, and we were walking around, and then bumped into Dave, Vintage Dave. He was there. We all got there. We sort of got there about 8ish because they're doing loads of roadworks near because we take the turn in for Chessington as well. You got Chessington and Sandown Racecourse, of course. So the queues were horrendous. I'm like, we get up at crazy time to go. So yeah, there was that, and we usually get there about 7:30, but we got there at 8. Just went in. And it's pretty good, this one. There was a lot more modern. There was a load more modern and sort of fairly good, not less die-cast and trains. A good mix of Star Wars and other stuff. And we just did a good rummage. So I had a good time.
It is funny as well, Matt, that, you know, how close we all are. And, you know, VTR, you, Sue, you're big parts of this community. But when you watch your videos, how completely different everything you bought was. Yours is completely different to you. Susie's to Dave's. You know, Dave's to yours.
I've got a question about Sandown.
Yeah,
I've got a question about Sandown, Matt. I noticed that Bargain Hunt were there. So when's yours and VTR's episode up?
Yeah, it was weird though. They were going around and they were completely ignoring all the toys. They were just going to like the real vintage toys, like the teddy bears and the women that were selling bears and other stuff. They completely ignored all the retro toys. And it's like, well, if they did a show just on retro toys, they might get more, you know, a lot more younger people watching the program. Well, they should just do a show on younger people. They could do it at some of those toy fairs. But yeah, they were all sort of
saying, you could do like an antique show on this sort of stuff now, because most of it's like 50s and 60s and some great stuff from the past, isn't there? And
Every day gets older. Every day, exactly.
Yeah, there was
right.
we bumped in. We saw a couple of the presenters. A lady presenter, she was holding a teddy bear, and I sort of stood there, like kind of in the back, holding my Tesco's bag, and I was sort of like, kind of like nonchalantly, like walking around, and they're like, that bloke keeps walking past, just like get him out of. Turn. Yeah, he keeps. Who's that? And then there's one guy in Bargain that wears a hat. I can't remember who he is. I don't know that. I don't really watch his name. But me and Jules walked outside because he wanted a cigarette, and he's out there and he's getting a bit hot. And he goes, "Oh, nice bag, mate." And I'm there with my Tesco bag. Got me play. I got a couple of things I'd found. Yeah, so and I was like, "Yeah, see you on TV," and then he carried on.
Do you go to this place that something blows you away though, Matthew? He's like, "Wow, look at that." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you see you do see some great stuff, definitely. I mean, Vintage Dave found those Karate Kid play sets. I've never seen them, didn't even know they existed, and he'd especially in this country.
I'd love to know how much he paid for him though. He never said, did he? But I thought, I'd love to know how much he paid for them.
He's a married man, Mark. He's not gonna say easy. He's a married man.
No.
I know. He kept coming up to us and saying, "I've seen something. I don't want to buy it." So,
and you know what? I've met Camilla, and if he's got any sense, he wouldn't say.
Well, we were talking about his lad because his lad just passed on that day. His lad had his driving test and passed first time. So, and he's only been driving like 4 months, but I think he does racing anyway, doesn't he? So he's.
I know he's got those videos of him racing. He's probably passed it no problem.
Yeah. And I made a little joke. I said to Dave, I bet your lad wants to get in that Golf of yours. He's like, oh yeah, wait.
Can you imagine Dave, 2 o'clock in the morning, all he is this flipping MG, GTI just spilling out of his garage. Brilliant.
Yeah. He said, I said, oh, you're going to have to buy a car now. So, I'm just going to be a sec because I'm dead dark on here and I realised I've not plugged my computer in. How long have you said? You sure? Okay. That's why I'm dark. I've changed all the lights and done everything else because I'm sat here and all of a sudden I looked over to realise I haven't plugged I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to say nothing.
I've always fancied Sandown myself, Matt, but for me it's just such a travel from Blackpool to there.
Oh yeah.
Miles.
Oh, you could travel into Echo. It's a bit of a thing on the train anyway, isn't it? That's a few hours.
It's not so bad. It's only like just under 2 hours really from Blackpool, Birmingham, straight there. But Sandown, and it always looks dead cold in Sandown. It always looks like it's freezing. It's on the cold sunlight. It
was boiling, and we were like, why don't they? They had aircon all going around. You like turn it on, and they're just like. And I said to one of the guys. I said, one of the dealers, I bet they have this aircon on when they got the race horses all going around and all the posh people. And they don't. That's extra. They got to pay extra for that. So I'm like, oh, they're earning money, so you think keep people happy, wouldn't you? But
you would. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, and the price is good at Sandown, though. You're happy with the price? Well, you just got an attack for 25 quid. You must be happy.
There's a lot of bargaining. Yeah, you can try and knock down people's prices and stuff. You can make offers and stuff. So I've got a little bit braver at doing it now. I'm not very good at it. And Jules would sort of say, "Oh, I'll ask him for you." Then I started doing it for Jules, and he was trying to ask. He said, "Well, hang on. That's I enjoy bartering."
I didn't do it. Well, I'm not. I don't do what you inside do. I don't go to many conventions. And when I went to Joe Fest, I was the same way. And it was Scuba and G-Force that said, "Shabby, you can haggle a little bit." And I didn't realise. So everything. The only thing I haggled on a little bit was those Bravestar figures, and I think I got like $20. Or did I get 20? I got something a little bit knocked off him, but they were still expensive. But everything else, like the G.I. Joe and everything, and the mass stuff I bought, I was paying full price. I didn't realise. Oh yeah, can you haggle a bit? So, hey,
it's a good thing that haggle. I mean, I said in my video, that Attack was 25 quid. He put the price on. He didn't have. I think a lot of people saw it, as I said to you earlier, and he didn't put a price on. And people were like looking at it, going, "Oh, it's missing loads of bits. He's going to want crazy money, like 100 quid for it at least, or something."
Yeah.
And I just need to put the price on, and I went, "Oh, that's that much." And I went, "Oh And I said, you want to do 20 for it? And he looked at me like he wanted to slap me. And I went, all the times I give us an offer, and I was like, and it's like, take the stupid thing for 25 quid. It's worth loads, worth more than that. And there was a woman actually saying, if you don't take it, I'm going to have it. And I went, oh, if you're not having it, I'm having it. So I grabbed it. Yeah, when you look on eBay.
Show everybody what it looks like now, Matt, what you've done to it.
Well, I've done a bit to it, but I'm going to do a video when I've. So, yeah, it's massive. So that panel was missing. So
making big, Matt.
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, it's not
it's ginormous, and I was walking around. Here we go. There we go. Let me just get the seat out of the way. Yeah, so I was walking around with it. Like, it is blooming massive. So that was missing. The guns are missing. I've made some chin guns now. So where's the button? So they all work now. It was completely all the top. All this was like yellow, and yeah. So I've resprayed it, and it makes loads of noises and. It's got all the
25 quid.
25 quid. So, and it was a bit dirty. Oh, and I've sprayed the feet as well because they were like that chocolatey brown colour. And yeah, it didn't look good. So I think a load of people in my video said, "Oh yeah, Matt, got to paint them." So yeah, I'm gonna just.
In Blackpool, £25 known as a pony. So if you come to Blackpool, 25 quid, that's a pony.
I know. I had it under my arm, and people kept knocking the legs. And I think that's why I lost one of those struts because we had to stop. And we went, I think I've lost the strut, Julian. He's like, oh, I'll walk back and have a look. You walk back and have a look. You're never gonna find it. We were like been walking for ages with this under my arm because it was getting loads of people going. Is that the vintage one? No. Can I take a picture of it to prove? Yeah, how big it is. And I went, and I kept saying, "This is not the vintage one." Oh, I thought it was the vintage one because it looks so big. And I went, "Nah, it's not. It's not the vintage one." So yeah.
Did the Jedi one? That one come with the speeder bike in the back as well? Did that one come?
Yeah. This one hasn't got it, but it's got the back.
You can find that, though, can't you?
I'm not that worried about it. It's only going to be on show, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. And so I picked up a couple of Attack of the Clone things as well, and
I love that. I love them vehicles. I've still got them, but I haven't got them as mint as you. They're all in boxes. And
I couldn't believe how mint they were. So yeah. Oh, let's get back. Oh, the chat's jumping like crazy. We haven't got any of the chat here. Hi, Jonathan.
Jonathan Redmond.
Oh, there's Sue. Sue's here. Here she
Sue.
is.
Only till the 31st of December, right, Sue? Only till the 31st.
So let's see. Jonathan's calling him Sue. Tim. Jumpy's here. Hi, Jumpy.
Jumpy is massive.
Jumpy is massive. TJC. Hello, mate. Oh, he is here. He's in the chat. I'm not here. I'm getting. He's out on the lash. Cheers. Cheers, Ted. He needs a good lashing. Yeah, he needs a good.
Hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob. How you doing, buddy?
Rob.
Yeah. Oh, Martin. Hello, Martin.
Hey, they're on Sue's, aren't they? That was the interview today, wasn't it? Long time ago, lads.
Adam's done. Yeah, Adam. I think they're doing separately. So Adam was on last night. Yeah.
All right, for
I think they are. Yeah. I think he's doing one at a time. So yeah, why not? Yeah. Kieran saying hello.
Oh,
hit the like button, you muppets. Yeah, I've got it on the bottom here. See, I've got it on them. I was watching someone else's stream. And who was I watching? I was watching Tony's stream. And Tony, he was doing on, was it 3.75 figures? Are they dead or whatever? I think he had that coming on the bottom. That's a good idea. We should put that on. So, yeah.
Well, let's have a debate about that. Are they dead? Because I don't think they're dead. I don't think it'll ever die. And I think it's got a very nostalgic hit to all of us, because we didn't know anything about any other until He-Man came out, which was 5.5. I think 3.75 it's a big deal for us all, really, isn't it? I mean, we might not be expecting them, but hey, chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip. I think it was because of Hasbro. I've said that because they're concentrating on classified, aren't they, for G.I. Joe, and they've just stopped all 3.75 for G.I. Joe. They say it's gone. They're going to put a halt on it. That means when they say they're going to put a halt on it for now, that means they're not going to do any more for a long time.
No. It is funny when you buy 6-inch, how small 3/4 inch looks now.
I know.
Excuse me, they look tiny. They really do. So.
I think that's what a lot of people like us adults collect them, because we get them out and you play with them and you're like, they're so small now with your hands, aren't they?
They're awesome though. I love 3.75.
I know.
I mean,
I think it's more the card than that for me. It's the card back, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of people go into they love all the points of articulation, but I'm not that worried about it. As long as the figure looks good, it looks like the character, and the card back's good. That's what keeps me buying them.
Think about 3.75 is we always turn around and say about the play sets and about the vehicles. That's one of the best things about that line, but they're so expensive now. $120 for a Starship and $239 for a play set and all. And you're like, wow, man. I mean, they're expensive.
That Kenobi and Darth Vader is 40 quid, I think. It's 40 quid for two figures. They're saying that's going to be the standard soon, 20 quid each for a vintage collection figure. Okay, Keith. Hi, Keith. How you doing? Rolando's here.
Hear the bells, Rolando. There was something in the air.
I'm like, Taz is not here and he's having a drink. You get.
Yeah. No, having a beer when he'll be working. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Enjoying himself. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, not bad. 3 minutes. Well, we try. We're way behind now in the chat.
What's 3 minutes? What's 3 minutes?
Seeing double. Yeah.
Oh, you are behind, Matt. I got last week. I got loads of flack last week. I was told that Scuba's just distilling whiskey. By the time I've got up to the chat, it's 10 years old. I thought, charming. Do you know what I mean?
Tells you look different. Oh, well, yeah.
Thank you.
Darren's here. Hi, Darren.
Hey,
Good evening.
Hi, pal.
How you doing, Darren? How you doing? What's he saying? Not even 2 minutes in, and Matt is talking about face licking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's not down the docks. You know, you're in the
So you say.
Yeah. Oh, someone's saying hello to Georgie. Hello, have I missed you, George? If you're here, Georgie.
Georgie?
There's just been upgraded. Oh, he's been upgraded.
Upgraded, Si. Upgraded. How about that?
Darren Robinson, thank you.
Hello,
Yeah.
Darren.
Yeah, you're not gonna do any live streams about Spectrum games, are you? Are you, Si?
I don't know. Sound Chucky, yeah.
George,
Yesterday. He put me in the failure of Spectrum or something. I thought, isn't it all a failure? But I thought, no, better not say that on his video. You know what I mean?
I watched his video. He did all 3 Renegade Spectrum games. It's like
I'm not being offensive, and this is not specifically a test. But when I look at Spectrum games, they all look the same. It's hard. It's like it's all the same type.
I know. It's like they use like 3 or 4 colors, didn't they? Which is like, oh yeah.
Nice one, Desi's
going. Yeah. Get to the NEC, mate. Get to the NEC.
Matt's back far behind in the chat, Des. We've been and gone.
Yeah, that one's gone. I'm jumping like ahead now, so I miss a load of people. Keith, nice.
Action Man. Have you seen these custom action mans he's doing, Keith, on Facebook? Holy!
I saw one on a bike. It was, I think it was on this show. One of you got show me.
I'd love him to start a YouTube channel and doing all that sort of stuff. I'd well watch that, wouldn't you? We're doing all these Playmobil and all these Action Man and customizing. It'd take off big time, I think.
There we go. Jumpy saying, ever go to Bolton Toy Fair, Si? Yeah.
I was talking to Smith Lord, Chris Smith, about that. So probably the next one, next year, I'll probably come to it. Me and Chris were talking about it. I went to Blackburn Rovers the other month with DTM and Helen. We went to Star Wars Fun Day.
Love Star Wars Fun Day. Great day out.
It's
What's
not what
Blackburn
it was.
like?
I was done and dusted in like 20 minutes. It's nothing like how it used to be. When it was in
really?
at Burnley, it was fantastic that day we went out, wasn't it? This time round, we were done in like 25 minutes and 15
Really?
quid in. We were like, oh.
Is it at Rovers Stadium? Is it at Ewood Park?
It's at Blackburn Rovers, yeah. Premier League trophies there and everything.
You in DTM, put Ellen in goal. You in DTM, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, take your kits with you.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying hello. Georgie's she's saying hello. John's here. Hello, John.
Good old John. Hi, pal. Hi, Johnny boy.
Yeah. $4.99. Apparently, Game has done a deal with Hasbro. Really?
You want to see the amount of Marvel Legends in Ollie's? It is ridiculous. Black Panther's now in it. Black Panther 2's in it. Thor Love and Thunder's in it. All the X-Men are in it. It's just, they've got a thing, and it's just, without exaggerating, I think there's about 100 box figures all for $7.99, $8.99. All of them there. I bought one. Who did I buy? I bought Iron Man. I don't know why. It was only £8, so I thought I'll buy him, but it's ridiculous how many Marvel Legends they've got. And they've just got all the archiving. They've got, I told you about the archives before, but the new ones they've got in, besides those G.I.joe, they've got Cody in there. You know, that line with Cody and all that sort of stuff. So I wonder if Skywalker will go in there as well.
Yeah, right behind Amory stuff.
Ollie's just got it all. And all the credit collection, Mandalorian credit collection, Black Series, $6.99, all of it. Weird.
Amory's watching. I got Amory.
Best behaviour, man. Your mum's watching.
Your mum's watching.
Why have you not got your uniforms on? Why have you not got your uniforms on?
Yeah, uniforms. Yeah.
Well, Matt's done for anymore. It's too big on Matt.
I know.
It's off.
I'll try.
Done well, haven't you? To be fair, you look at you both now, and you're both looking like members of the boys' own all of a sudden. All this weight's gone, and you know.
Yeah, Si, your brother's looking a bit younger tonight. I don't know what it is. He's
Shut up, Matt. Shut up.
Yeah, so
I'm not going to swear on your channel, but I knew it. That's right. I've dyed my hair a little bit. I'm just crazy. But no, it's not. Oh, I don't believe we're
took you out off early. You're giving away early when you took you out off. I went, hang on.
Magic.
What's happened to the Captain Pike haircut? I was enjoying that. Look,
well, what it was I keep seeing myself on here, and when you got your lights on and so forth, right? You take your hat off, and you look like one of the Golden Girls. Do you know what I mean?
That's what got a hound. Yeah,
I look like one of the Golden Girls. You know what I mean? So I thought I've got to do something. So Jen got this stuff. It's called. I don't believe I'm having this conversation. She got this, but it's not a dye. What it is
was it boot polish?
Because it's just the grey that it's grey, and you put it in your grey and it goes darker grey.
Just for men. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just for men, but it's
just for men. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't believe
it's a compliment. I was just saying, looked a bit younger. That was all. Bastard.
Size is all right because Si does his hair, so his grey looks classy. But I don't, you know what I mean? So I take my head off and I look like blooming the dog, the Falco from the Never Ending Story. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, you look very rugged. Very rugged.
Well, it's took years off you, Shabby. It's took years off you.
It has.
And to be fair, you both have done really well, like losing all this weight that you've both lost. You really have. You should have signed up for Weight Watchers or something, done a competition and stuff. Because you've both stuck to it really well.
I could do sponsorship, can I?
Yeah.
You could tell on Matt on his tank video, right? Because when he stood next to that tank, I was like, "That's not Matt." You know what I mean?
I know. I was trying on my winter jumpers a minute ago because I'm like, oh, and I was like that. They're like 10 on me. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So I've had to. I'm like,
I'm
oh
sorry,
my god.
but you're getting crucified at the bottom. Jonathan Redmond's put just for shabby. And then Chipmunk put just for melon offering ollies.
It's just I'm not offering ollies, Chipmunk. Sorry. No.
I have to say that now because by the time Matt got to the chat, that would have been a
Yeah, I know. It'd be too late. Yeah, I know.
Right, and this is the truth, right? So I was making my last video, and I thought, oh, my hair looks all right. I'll take my, and then I thought, no, I won't, because I know Matt will say something. I didn't even have to take my hat off in my video.
You took your hat off. You took your hat off a minute ago. Just give it away. You just thought, oh, when you said about your lights, you took your hat off. Yeah. Oh, 2 packs. Oh,
brilliant.
Oh dear.
I'll tell you something. This is a true story. A few years back when Mark lived here, I used to dye my hair a lot because me and Mark, to be fair, we went grey in our 20s. By the time I was 25, 26, all my hair was grey. It's always Mark's. So we've always like sort of dyed our hair.
Si, you're ruining the whole thing. I was never grey, Si. What are you talking?
So a few years back, my brothers were all at Mark's house and they were playing. Mark used to have a big pool table in his garage and they're all playing pool. And I got some hair done. I thought, I'll just dye my hair before I go round. So I've dyed my hair and I've gone round to my brother's house and they're all crying, laughing, every one of them. Because what I've done, right, is that when I've dyed my hair, my eyebrows looked a little bit too light. So the first bit of the story is I got some dye and I put it in my eyebrows as well, right?
And his eyebrows were like that. Oh, man. You look like I'm
brothers now. You know what I mean?
You're like Vic and Bob when they do it.
Yeah. Oh, man.
No, because what happened was I turned up and I'd used the wrong hair dye. And when I come round, my hair was electric blue. It was black blue. On my eyebrows were like bright blue. I picked something wrong down.
So I remember it was when you said you had that light behind you. Me and our Jamie are going, is his hair laughing dead?
Hi, George. Yeah, George. How you doing?
Right. We're meant to be a toy channel. No one dyes their hair. No one does ever a toy channel. That's what.
We gotta have a laugh. I was watching back last week's at the beginning when I was taking the mick I was saying how Scuba was bionic. Yeah, I was like,
that's the thing about the chat that we have in the community that we have. All you need to say is one sentence, and this lot now are going to take me to the cleanest.
There's gonna be lots of pictures. Yeah, love the 2-pack. Yeah. Pure greed by Hasbro. It is, isn't it?
Why is it 40? Hang on a minute. Wasn't the other one 45? How much was the Ahsoka Deluxe and the Boba Fett Deluxe? Were they 35? So it's jumped up by another $5 already.
No, the Black Series one. That was you're talking about the Black Series carbonized one. That was
no, the TVC. If you just said that 2-pack is 40, it's 40 for the TVC one.
Yeah.
That is.
I think the carbonized one's even more than that. I think it's like 45, 50 quid or something. I think it might be more than that. So.
But I mean, it's gone crazy, hasn't it? I don't know where Hasbro think we're all getting this money from. You know?
Never judge a collector by his bag. Yeah, no, Yeah.
Was that about the Tesco thing ages ago?
Yeah, it's so far behind.
Come on, Matthew.
I know. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up. Yeah. Hi, Cameron. How you doing, buddy? Yeah. Probably unlikely. Yeah. It's like the M1 Starfighter. I'm like, it's coming. It was expensive. And I'm like, I'm sure I'll see it later on for like half the price, but they sold out nearly everywhere. So
it's a pricey deal. And I think of people like my brother that have got like 4 kids and 4 figures now, just 4 figures is over $100. And when you've got like 4 kids and stuff, like, you can't just keep going out spending hundreds of dollars.
I've done the same as Biker. I mean, I've got hundreds of Black Series in here, and I always collect them, I always pick them up. But unless it's something that I really want, like I'll get it. Other than that side, I have no issue waiting. And the amount, like I said, Amazon, there's always so.
Yeah, I've come to that now. I'll just wait now and see what game I've got. I mean, they've got They've got what's her name on Black Series for like $4.99. I keep saying I'm gonna go and pick him up. Bill Burr's character, he's got the guns and stuff.
Miggs
so
Mayfeld.
Miggs, yeah, that one. I've got to pick one up. I keep saying, but I'm trying. It's like £5 shipping, I think, on game to ship a load. So you want to get like a load of them together and then.
Oh, they do that pile and loot thing like Big Bad Toy Store do, where you can buy loads and it's one shipment and that's it.
Yeah. That's what I want to try and do. Oh, Jared saying hello to everyone. Wow, look at that. That's
nice.
Yeah, that's how to do it. Yeah. Game do Kenobi and Vader for £8 each, both. Oh yeah. The separate.
Yeah, that's what I mean, George. I mean, I haven't seen the 2-pack for the. Is it the one with the cracked helmet? Is that why people are going mad for it?
Yeah. It's just a card back. It's got Kenobi with it. It's got a really good picture of Kenobi with a lightsaber. Yeah. Where is it? I'll dig it. I've got a picture here somewhere. So there we go. I've got a picture. There we go. Let's share it. Let's just talk some.
I bought the other Vader from the Kenobi line. Just
there we go.
Vader. Did somebody not say there's a difference in capes or something?
You can see you can see like the face there. See, it's cut out. So
that is awesome looking. It is. I'll get the black as one of them definitely. But that's
the Kenobi. But that picture, the Ewan McGregor there. Stay.
That's brilliant.
It is. That's the people saying that's not that. I think that's a cool car back with Vader. I think it looks really awesome with the art.
So you can't buy them separately. You can only buy them in a 2-pack.
They're only in a 2-pack. Yeah,
very
I think
clever, Hasbro. Very clever.
Yeah. There they go. There's the box it comes in. So
I like it. Yeah, £40 though. Ooh.
I know. I think it's £37 on Star Action Figures then with the shipping as well. So. But yeah, it's not bad. Yeah. It's okay. I mean, I've got the Black Series Vader coming. I think I've got that one coming.
Have you got it there with you so you can show us?
Yeah.
Oh, is that the one with the removable helmet? And
yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came the other day. I was a bit because I saw DTM get one, then I saw Connor get his, and I thought I'm not going to be able to get hold of this. Well, then Comics and Cocktails got them back up.
Yeah, that's what you're big.
A lot of people said there's troubles with the helmet. Like the helmet's getting really hard to stick on and to stay on and stuff. And I watched Connor's review as well about it just wouldn't. Like he made sense saying it was like a little clip or to magnet down. It'd have been a lot. But man will never come out of that box. You know what I mean?
No.
It's a completely new sculpt. That one. Is it a new one or is it the same as it's the same as the 40th one?
Same as the new sculpt.
Yeah, I think it's just like a new face sculpt, and they did bring one out, didn't they? One of the first Darth Vaders, and he came out with you could take his helmet off, can you? I think, and he had the big chain on it. That was the
Star Wars 40th anniversary. Came with the pack. Yeah. That one.
Yeah. But say the R2 is the R2's got the new R2 in it, which is a lot bigger, isn't he? He's a lot bigger in size and everything.
Yeah,
that's the one I probably might try and pick up. Yeah. Hi, Corazon.
Hey, pal.
Hey, buddy. Yeah. BOE again. Hi, BOE. I missed you. Sorry, buddy. I missed you.
Hi.
Doctor Army 2's coming, and maybe a 3.
Oh, I saw a bit of it. But one of his mates, he looked like a general out of Cuba or something.
Next time I go to London, I hope he puts me in some scenes and then puts me into the 3rd one.
Claire's popped up again.
Buongiorno. Oh, right. So I was on a FaceTime with our Claire a couple of nights ago. She's in a nice place in Italy, still in Italy.
Oh, she's still in Italy. She's still loving it up in Italy. Yeah.
Yeah. She's on tomorrow. Back tomorrow.
The funny thing is, outside having a word with her though, and I'm like, "What's going on?" He goes, "I won't mind." He goes, "She's in Italy, right? It's probably got one of the finest places to eat. She's having McDonald's. She's having
what?"
And I was like, "What?"
You got to go and have proper like pizza and like meatballs and stuff, haven't you?
She has been a bit exotic in Claire's
ham,
like, she's had like chicken wraps and stuff. But yeah, she's just one of them. She's got the eating habits of a 10-year-old. That's it.
Parma ham, some cheese, some lovely olives. Oh,
what I mean, you go mad with it, don't you? What do you have to eat tonight, Claire? Quarter pounder. You're like, what?
Yeah, but it's made in Italy, so it's different.
It's an Italiano quarter poundo.
Yeah. They do make, don't they? I see these people when they do look at different McDonald's around the world, and they are slightly different, aren't they? They are. They do a different menu, don't they? Yeah. Yeah, they do some strange stuff. Yeah.
She's having a good time, though, isn't she, Si? When's she on tomorrow?
Yeah, she's on tomorrow. Yeah, she had a great time. It's a new Hamleys that they've actually put in Italy. It's not what's called Build-A-Bears within Hamleys. So there's a new Hamleys gone up. So that's what she's gone to do, set up the Build-A-Bear and make sure the Build-A-Bear's up and running.
Got you. Oh, jet set to Claire. It's like this team.
George says he's got 5 of those legacy attacks. You sure you've got legacy? Yeah, it's got a lot of vehicles. It's got a lot of vehicles. I nearly bought an A-wing, the Power of the Force one. I should have picked that up for like 30 quid boxed. I was like, shall I get that? I'm like, no. Look at
you've never seen George Aiken's collection, have you, Si?
Don't think so, no.
Oh, you've never seen anything like it.
I would have done. In the past, somebody would have shown it me. They would have done.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt. Hey, pal.
Hi, Matt. Yeah, he's saying, look at that. Yeah, BMX is awesome. It does, yeah. It's got the voice inside the car. I've got to find some ATAT pilots now. I don't know what I'm going to stick in there. I might get some vintage, some beaters. I don't know yet. I don't know. Yeah. Put something in it.
My youngest son is in the kitchen and he's messing about. So I'm just going to be a sec. I'll just be one
messing
sec.
About. Ooh.
Yeah, I can hear water going. I can hear him singing. So I'm just going to be one sec.
He's having a swim.
Whistling away, making sure his dad's not watching him.
Yeah, he's having a swim in there. Sweet. Yeah, especially customized. Yeah, yes. I know, 25. I know. I should have filmed. I should have filmed it. Should have filmed me going around like Dave. I do sometimes, but sometimes it was so busy and hot. And he just like, my mate was going, you sure you want to take that back to the car? And I'm like, no, it's all right. No, wishing some ways I did. So, Ian. Hi, Ian. Chippo. How you doing, buddy? I'm catching up with a chat here. Yeah. Well, Shabby's gone. Sorry, everyone, about that. But he just went like that, and it was obvious when I saw his head.
I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, dude, don't lift your hat, Shabby.
I was like, he was coloured in with a felt tip pen before you come on.
What's that dark bits on his ears? I'm like,
it's not funny. It's not funny.
Sorry, we're talking about you. Sorry. There we go. Oh, size doesn't matter. Wow.
Thank God.
Oh yes.
Yeah. What about you, Si? Si, when we were kids, the amount of 3.75 we had at our Marie got us, man. We had tons of everything. And that
I will truthfully say, even though, again, like everybody here, the love of them figures as a kid, that's why we're into this business. That's why we do what we do to this day. There's a love of everything we had as a kid. But if I would have had 6-inch figures like the figures of today as a kid, I wouldn't have looked at 3.75. I can understand those that have been collecting it for years and carry on collecting 3.75. But for me now, I look at 6-inch figures compared to 3.75 with, on average, £5-10 difference. There's 6-inch all day long.
I know, but sometimes I look at the Hasbro stuff. Like the last Hasbro panel that came out, and the TVC looked awesome. I mean, it did. I've got to admit. I thought, wow.
Yeah, and like I said, look at the price of them new Indiana Jones figures that come out 3.75. And this is just my opinion. I think them figures are shocking. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the 5 POA one side. We're talking about like the vintage collection and so forth.
That's what I'm on about. Still, but they're 3.75 off today. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And then I look at the Marvel Legends, the retro Marvels 3.75 of today. They're not that far behind them. Do you know?
Yeah, you got the reaction ones here. They're pumped them
out.
That's
right, Darren. And they've not been so bad actually. The reaction ones, but they are definitely figures to keep on card, aren't they? You can't pull the reaction ones out. It's the cards about that one, really, isn't it?
I've definitely gone off the retro collection, and they're just pumping too many out now.
I like them. I've got to admit,
I don't mind. I do like my 5 POA figures, but I don't know what it is. I think it's that great big bloody sticker they put on them that ruins it for me. So I probably would.
He's never bothered with that. Never bothered.
Yeah, I hate that sticker. So yeah. Yeah, that was it, wasn't it? They did the Sky Striker. That was 3.75, and then that was it, wasn't it? And then they've done no more stuff.
I bought a few of the Joes, and we got a few of Captain Mule of the 3.5, and I thought they'd carry that on, but they haven't done, have they? So
that's definite. They're doing rid of all 3.75 in G.I. Joes. There can't be a lot of G.I. Joe fans happy there.
No, they're not. They really blurred it out really quickly and said, "Yeah, we're putting on hold for a while." That means they're not going to do it for a long time. So,
right.
I watched the guy on Scuba and Stu's show last week, and big G.I. Joe collector.
Chad, is it Chad? It's Chad.
Chad, is it? Yeah.
Chad, yeah.
And he said, classified to him is not like G.I. Joe. It's the 3.75. So can you imagine turning around to him now and going, no more? I
think it's the choice of the collector, though. Really, I mean, obviously, when you saw Chad's collection, it was all vintage Joes, wasn't it? And he loves that line. And I suppose it's the same with us. Like there's lads that collect vintage Star Wars, but there's lads that won't collect the modern Star Wars. Do you know what I mean? It's like what sticks with you, in it, really.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, catching up now. Sorry, yeah. G-Force said something as well. Fellows with haircuts. I know, and you got to stand next to him, G-Force. I know, it's just terrible, isn't it?
Hey, Jeffy. Hi, Jeffs.
Hi, Jeff. How you doing? Hi, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff's probably a serious 3.75 G.I.joe collector, isn't he? So definitely, got to keep.
I've talked to Jeff Barker a lot, and I like Jeff a lot. And I was talking to him, and he said that a couple of weeks back he went out to the cinema with his wife to see Barbie, and he said he wasn't a bit. He said his wife wanted to go and see it, and Jeff was a bit like, "Oh, go on." And then he said that when he actually came out the cinema, he loved it more than she did.
Oh,
Jeff's a fellow comic book collector and stuff, but I watched it last night. I thought it was great. I thought it was a really good film. It's really funny.
Well,
and then like he showed you, it's not, even though it's like, don't get me wrong, it's a grumbling movie, and even though it is very feministic in its way, it actually isn't. It's pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, I keep saying I'm going to watch it because I do like what's his name, the actor. I do like him.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, my favorite one is Nice Guys with him and he's a private detective. You never seen Nice Guys?
There's something about him. He does, although it was good in Blade Runner, but it was the Blade Runner movie that was good.
Oh,
and Simon told me about this film called Lars and the Girl or something, and I watched that. I like that because of the story. But for some
Driver, have you seen Drive? Drive. You don't ever seen Drive?
That's a crazy film to watch, though, isn't it? The violence in that film is like,
it is. Whoa, there's some really like sort of. There's some real big actors in that film that you like coming up. Bryan Cranston's in there.
Isn't it, man? I love his jacket.
Yeah, white jacket with a scorpion on the back, is it?
I can't remember if it's a scorpion or a snake, but it's double cool, like a silvery white in it. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Great film, that.
Yeah.
Mark wouldn't watch it because he doesn't like anything squeamish, and as soon as he saw that hammer go in that mouth, he'd be like, "I."
Oh yeah,
now I definitely won't watch it. No,
covered in blood. Yeah, it's completely ruins that white jacket. Yeah.
Simon goes, "Oh, you want to watch the Raid or the Raid 2, Shabs? You want to watch that? It's brilliant. This bit when they knock everybody out the hammers."
The Raid. You got to watch the Raid anyway. You've got to watch.
I've seen the Raid. I watched the first one, but I never watched the second one because Si put me off. Oh, yeah, everyone gets battered with hammers, and I thought, oh, brilliant! I'll watch that.
The second one's as good as the first one.
Yeah. I think aren't they trying to make an American version of that? Aren't they still trying to make one of that?
It was called Dread.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. I love Dread. Yeah.
I love Dread. To this day, I think it was the best film I ever saw in 3D. When they had that big thing about 3D bit of the cinema and everyone's rushing, so I went to see Dread, and that was amazing in 3D. I loved it. Yeah. Great film.
Did I miss Shabby? No, we can talk about it now.
You haven't missed it. We're getting to that. Well, you can't be mellowed outside because you've been kicking off all week about this, and we've all had to listen to you. So you're going to have to tell the truth.
Delvian sing.
Hey, Delvian.
Hi, Delvian.
Well, yeah, everyone does look much younger. I don't know what it is, Delvian. I don't know what it is. Maybe, you know. Connor.
There's 17 of that haven't hit the like button. Connor. Oh, hit it.
I did. I loved it. And we'll get to it. We'll definitely get to it.
Yeah. Mr.
Yeah, they were nice, them Karate Kid sets VTR picks up, weren't they? The last time I saw something like that was on Salacious Rummy, but was it the training gym set or something? The Karate Kid ones, and then I saw them two at VTR in these video, and I was like, these must have been quite popular.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the Karate Kid. The Karate Kid was our time. What was it? 86, 85?
I don't remember. I remember the
84? 84, wasn't it? 84, the first one? Yeah.
But I don't remember any toys for it at all. I just don't remember.
I remember the figures, but I do not remember any play sets, any of them. But that's what's nice about VTRs, isn't it? You watch all, and they were immaculate, those play sets too, weren't they? They were in really good condition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
Sometimes it's mad how you can still come across stuff, isn't it? Just like that. That's 40 years old, it's there.
Yeah.
I don't know which Karate Kid film is my favourite. I don't know which one. I think 2, maybe. I don't know. I like Karate Kid 2. The ones I want. The one is always on. I watch. Have you got a favourite? Yeah. Always the first. Got a favourite?
It's the first 2 for me, because the third one he turned into the chubby Karate Kid, and then the fourth one he was Hilary Swank. So it was always the first 2 for me. It was like
that was one of the coolest things though. In the Cobra Kai episode, when her from Karate Kid 2 came in it, and he went to see me in Okinawa, and it's all changed. It's like a food court.
Oh yeah,
I'm watching it all now, Cobra Kai, but I couldn't get into it because even though I love the Karate Kid like the rest of us, it was half of it was like it's like that lad with the lip. Right, that's it. I'm sick of being bullied. And he has one lesson, and then he comes
You're
out
experts.
in the weekend, and he's great master.
The first series of Cobra Kai, I really loved it. I really did enjoy it. I thought this is great, but they just got the same every series, and I was like,
"There's something wrong with you, lads. There's something seriously wrong."
Magic wore off after like first series. I was like, because they all keep going back and forth from bad to good, bad to good.
Yeah, in my time, and still to this day, he was the utter bellend. He was the biggest bellend of the 80s, wasn't he, Johnny? So you were like,
that's what makes it awesome. This is his, you know. I love it. I'm not listening to you two. It's brilliant. I love it.
I haven't watched I couldn't watch the last series that came out. I know there's another series coming. Yeah. I couldn't finish it. I just couldn't finish it. It was like
no, I was the same.
Oh, it was ace. It was ace.
Couldn't finish it, but it's shocking. I watched it was on Amazon Prime last Saturday. I watched Matrix Resurrection. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The first half an hour just confuses the hell out of you, and you're just like. And then when the robot bits, I liked. I thought that was really clever, introducing like these robots and stuff from the. But I don't know.
It's so bad. I mean, me and Jude watched it, my oldest, and it's that bit when they talk about Warner Brothers and this and that, and I thought,
that's at the beginning.
This is awful movie, awful. So it didn't work for me. You liked it on your side. Tez liked it. I know Tez liked it.
It's not a case of liked it. It was a case of it wasn't as bad as what everyone was banging on about.
No.
You know, everyone was making out that's it. It's the worst thing ever. And I watched it like Matt. It was a bit all over the show, but there were certain things in it that was enough to. And at the end, I thought it wasn't as bad as what people were saying. Was it the Matrix 1 and 2? No, but you know, it's
that first Matrix, it was old, didn't it? That first Matrix, that was superb. That Matrix movie,
it's just the way it's filmed, didn't it?
Everything. I agree with that.
Yeah, I did think the fighting wasn't as interesting in this film. It was very quick, slapdash, wasn't it? So,
Jonathan's just made a great comment. He says, "What, Matt? You'll watch Matrix 4 before you watch the play."
It was on Amazon. It was free, so I can't.
I don't know why I do this show, Jonathan. I don't know why I do this show, to be honest. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense, does it? You know.
I've completely classified now. Jonathan goes, it's really hard to get.
It was strange because I've told you this story before, but when it first came out, living in America, and you got your people like Scuba and everybody else around you that collects G.I. Joe, Jeff's got a great vintage collection of it. You think to yourself, right, this is an opportunity for me to get into this and learn the hardest thing to find besides Black Series. It was weird. So, but like I said, now they're at Ollie's for $4.99. Can't go wrong.
Watch these videos.
He gets loads.
The other day, didn't he? Getting 3 Black Series for $11. That was great.
Yeah,
he's always every weekend he's finding stuff, isn't he? He's great. He goes on his toy hunts.
He does well, G-Force, at finding them. But that's the nicest thing. He'll come home and he'll tell everybody where he found it and so forth. So he's not, you know, I like that everybody shares it with everybody.
Yeah, some people are quite, I found someone new. They keep it quite secret, don't they? So, hi, Dave. Hi, Dave.
Dave?
Yeah. Oh, saying hello. Yeah, copy retro stickers. Yeah, I know that evil.
I think it's because I know the replica figures. They're not the original ones. So it never bothered me.
I know I had to get 2 bank accounts because I collect bank account stuff. I always have. And I bought 2 of them because I bought one of them and I thought, that sticker's stupid. Why is it right over the front, over the photograph? Why did they stick it on the front of the bubble? And then if you didn't like it, you could take it off. So I tried taking it off. And I completely ruined it. When I saw VTR at Celebration, he told me the best way to get them sort of stickers off. Yeah. And so I wish I'd listened to him first because I tried
lighter fluid. Or a hairdryer.
Does it not ruin a card, lighter fluid? I'm scared to death because I've heard this. You've told me this before. That's how you got yours off on it.
Well, I did it with the first 12, and then I did it with the Empire ones, and then when I got the Mandalorian ones, they use a different card, and there's a gloss sheen on top of the card. They put like a gloss over it, and as soon as I took it off, you could see the gloss had been pulled off, and I didn't tear the thing. I just soaked it very gently, and you just release the glue and then just peel it. And as soon as I peeled it off, you could see another circle, I'm like, I'm not going to touch these. So, but some people say just use a hairdryer, but you use a hairdryer, you still can leave the residue. Then you can use like Mr. Sheen polish. That's a good one to get rid of glue as well.
You know how talented VTR is in his videos because when he does his vintage stuff, he's so articulate with it and how it look. I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't know where to start. Do you know what I mean? I'd break it. I'd do something with it. You know.
Yeah, but if you knew what you were doing, you wouldn't. Like Dave, he knows what he's doing. He knows how to work component parts and stuff. So, you know, I don't have that fear of that. I think if you have a fear of that, Mark, what's the point of doing it? Because you're going to break everything you touch, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, I've got fingers like bloody Mars bars. Do you know what I mean? Imagine me.
Yeah, I might have a look at entertainer tomorrow. I'm going into like a place where there's an entertainer and that's it. So I might go and have a look, see what I got on there tomorrow.
Nice those replica. Rob got me the 4 turtles, so I went out and got Krang and I got Shredder. I like them. I don't mind. I've never had I think a lot of brothers collected turtles, so I had them in the house. But I've never.
My brothers were crazy for them. I remember my mum going mad looking for the turtles for Jamie and Richard, especially 2 of them. Couldn't get them from anywhere. She got them from one of my uncles from abroad or something. I can't remember.
Never know, so he's 86. The toy line came out. I like them. I don't mind though. I like those knockoff Karate Kids that Dave just got. They look like guy with a pink. He'd fit him right in now, isn't it? This year, do you know what I mean?
No, I don't mind. It's all right. The one with Jackie Chan. It's Will Smith's son, isn't it? It's like,
but it's nothing like the Karate Kid. So why did they call that film the Karate Kid? If they called it the Judo Kid or anything else,
Kung Fu. It's supposed to be.
Everyone would have loved it. The Kung Fu Kid.
Because we say in the trailer, I will teach you how to do Kung Fu. The Karate Kid coming out, you're like, hang on a minute.
One thing about that film, though, the fight scene between them children in it, they kick shit out of each other.
They really do some good fighting. I know, and all what it does is that silly kick in at the end, which I think the fighting's not very good in the original.
Just the move.
Yeah, I do think the fighting's better in Cobra Kai. They've definitely got it better choreographed, haven't they? Yeah. Cobra Kai is awesome.
There you go. See, Mr. Redmond knows exactly. It is awesome. It's such good fun for half an hour. I love it. I don't mind it.
Jonathan. Yeah, he loves Jonathan. Brian. Hello, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Hello, Brian.
Tez has turned. Yeah, he has. Yeah. Brian. Yeah, he's down the pub. Yeah, he's down the pub. So
Yeah.
Tez over this week's wages for the show.
Good on him. Needs to get his hair down.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. Yeah, it's okay, isn't it? It's not. Yeah, it's okay.
Can't bring myself to watch Indiana Jones. Just can't bring myself to watch it. Just can't.
Oh, yeah. McFarlane are doing. Are they? Okay. Didn't Necker do a load a while back?
I've got a couple of them.
My brother got a few, didn't he? Side of the Matrix.
Yeah, me and Rick got a couple of them in each. We bought a few of them, and I think the legend figure we got as well was.
Weren't they? You could only move them a little bit, but they came with display stands, didn't you? You could only move them a certain.
Yeah, you have like a flat. The one I've got is from the Matrix Revolutions, and it's Reloaded. Sorry, and it's all the Smiths, and the basketball scene where he's fighting all the Smiths, but you use like a little metal fan that he floats on. And,
I've got a card. Yeah, it's a pain. Yeah. I'll try a hairdryer maybe next time. So don't use a heat gun. That's too hardcore. That'll just melt.
Very dark.
Yeah. Well, you have to be more careful in these retro cards as well because of how thin they are.
Yeah, the plastic is. Yeah.
Just don't press out when you're wiping. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you can just like pour it over the sticker and just let it soak in, and it reactivates the glue. It makes it soft, so you can peel it off.
God, do these stickers annoy you that much? You go through all this work just to get a sticker off. Do they?
Annoyed me. It was right over the biker scout, so I tried taking it off. I've got the ring of death. It's got all the little glue bits on and all that. So I just ended up buying a new one and left it. So forget it.
Hang on. Where's he go?
So I've got one right here. We all know what that card looks like, though, so it's never really bothered me. Do you know what I mean? It's all right. But...
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, have you got an original? I mean, I've got an original, so it doesn't bother.
Have you got an original on card? Have you?
Like a scout, yeah. I've got an original one, yeah. I've kept all your
There's only shabby here that hasn't. There's only shabby here that hasn't got the original bag.
We might make all that money topless gardening, all those housewives throwing him fivers now and then. That's why he can afford them. You know what I mean? So, in Lanzarote, bloody hell, it's all right for sun, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all sunning it up, aren't they? Oh, crikey. Yeah. Well, so it'll be nice here tomorrow. It's supposed to be quite nice. So, go on. Oh, hi. Yeah. Saying hello to everyone.
The time has come for Si. Si. You're gonna love this. Si, tell everybody how much you loved this episode of Ahsoka.
Listen, to be fair here, like I said, I've had my rants about Ahsoka and stuff, and I'm certainly not going to get into it with anybody on here or anything like that. This is just my opinion. I just think it's proper stupid. That's the truth.
Proper stupid.
Yeah, it's just stupid. It's just a little bit. It's like this show that's just gone, right? I'll just give you a little snippet of what I'm talking about. This is my opinion. Don't shoot me down, Star Wars nerds. I'm not arsed at the end of the day. This is just my opinion. But there's a scene in it, right? And she gets out of her ship. She walks along the end of it, dressed as Gandalf. And she puts her hand out, and this big Disney whale pops up, right? And she puts her hand on this whale, and she shuts her eyes, and the whale shuts his eyes, so they're having this little intimate telekinesis bit between them. And she's going like this, and she's going like this. So me thinking to myself, well, obviously the whale's telling her something, obviously, because she's just been banging on for 5 episodes how important it is to find Thrawn. We don't even care about Ezra Bridger. It's all about finding Thrawn. So she's touching this whale, and she comes off the whale, like smiling, like, oh my God, I know where he is. She gets back into the ship, and Tin Head says to her, what did he say to you? And she goes to him, nothing, I don't know. Flying his mouth, I don't know where we're going. We could be going anywhere. And I'm like, this show is just so dumb. What's not dawned on you, Simon, is that she's guided by the Force, as is the whale side. Did you never watch Rebels? Why did she tell Tin Head when she gets back into the ship that they've no idea where they're going? And I've hang on a minute, you've just been going on how important this is to find Throne. Now you're not even, we'll just find his gob, find Pinocchio and just petal at the bottom. Who's bothered?
They could turn up anywhere in the new galaxy, couldn't they? I mean, they could just drag this out forever, couldn't they? That's what I'm worried about.
Has Ahsoka got some cool bits in it? Damn right it has. Do you know what I mean? Some great scenes in Ahsoka.
Yeah.
But it's not just Ahsoka, it's Book of Boba Fett, it's Kenobi, it's the Mandalorian, it's the silly things in it all. Just sometimes it just rub me up the wrong way. Maybe I'm just the wrong audience now, in my opinion.
The thing is, when you've watched Rebel Cycles, like, and you've watched the Clone Wars, and obviously we're all, most of us, I would say, we're fans of the prequels. All that in one episode, I thought, this is awesome. Do you know what I mean? You get Anakin back, you get Clone Wars back, you get.
This is another thing they don't like, right? So you get the Clone Wars, right? Here's another thing. Back to the Clone Wars. I was a massive Clone Wars fan, like the rest of us all. Brilliant. Love the Clone Wars stories. Let's go back to the Clone Wars. Right, so we get to the Clone Wars. Here's young Anakin. Here's young Ahsoka. Brilliant. Then I'm like, what? Look at the conversation they have. I'm not fighting. I don't want to fight robots. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And he's like, what are you talking about? It's just like, you've been training to do this for years. No. All of a sudden, I'm not doing anything. And I'm like, here you go. Might as well get Rachel's out with it.
What did you think?
Well, I got that impression of that. It was the older Ahsoka was in the younger body, wasn't she? So that's what I was getting the impression. And she was like, "Well, look, I'm back where I used to be," but she jumped in her old self. So that's why she was saying all these things.
Did she die or didn't she die? That's the part I couldn't work out. Right?
Well, she fell in. She must have fell into the sea and unconscious or something, mustn't she? So yeah. But it was a bit naff the way she fell off, because there's rocks like on the edge there. To me, she could have hit the rocks and then washed out to sea. But she did wash out a long way out to sea, didn't she?
I think my thing for this is
not a prune on it.
My thing for this is it's coming from animation. You can tell by this series it's based on the Clone Wars and Rebels. So I've gone into it thinking it's going to be a little bit like this, because they're going to take it's like season 5 of Rebels, isn't it? Let's be honest. So I don't mind. I think it's good. I
think it was what they did with Hayden and aged him. It looked good. It did look good.
Awesome to see him back. And then the bits when he kept flicking into Vader and back to Anakin, I thought that was superb, very clever. I really enjoyed it.
And I think Ahsoka, I was watching Rick's show, and John was arguing with Rick about Ahsoka's eyes. They did turn Sith, didn't they? To me, they looked like they turned Sith.
It's when I saw it on a screen crush. It's when he had the blade, and the blade was in her eye, but it looked like she turned. Yeah,
it looked like they were yellow for like she absorbed him for a second and then went back. Like she could become Sith. Yeah.
Now, that was great. Did she beat Anakin?
Well, she took his lightsaber away from him, didn't she? She did the move that. Do you notice that was the move Kenobi did when they were training in Kenobi and the series? You remember when they were practicing that? Kenobi did the same thing to her that she just did, which I thought, didn't Anakin learn the first time? But then that's the thing. Anakin's too. The point is, Anakin's too intense and too fast, isn't he? And thinks he's cocky.
I love watching him fight. I could watch Anakin Skywalker fight all day. He's so good with that blade. He really is.
I love it. He just went like that, pose, and that was good. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Not being replaced. When our Tez turned around, Luke, and said, I was talking to our side about it that night, and I said, I'll do it if you want. I thought, that'd be awesome to have Sai on, but no, you could never be replaced, Luke. You could never be replaced.
No, Sai wanted to come on. This week. You might be coming on soon, Luke, for another episode.
Don't worry, Luke. I'm glad you said that, Luke, because we'll keep you posted. Don't you worry.
We'll keep you posted. We'll give you more than an hour's notice.
Well, no, I mean, I enjoyed it. I mean, I've got to admit, I think Jonathan's just said it. The best thing about this show is Ahsoka's backside. I mean, Hera's backside. Brilliant.
Hera,
that's exactly what I'm saying. That's your words there. The best thing about this show is Hera's backside.
Is the ladies' bottoms. Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Why did she turn right? So I couldn't work it out. Was it just that blanket she had on that was white, or is the whole outfit white now?
It's like a grey white
She's
underneath.
Gandalf.
Yeah.
She went in that scene. She's come out now. She's Gandalf. It's as simple as that.
She's been reborn. Yeah, she's been rebaptized.
What I want to know is how did she have a whole white different outfit on Hera's ship? That's what I want to know. Where did this come from? Do you have it in the wardrobe? Just hanging up there. They're not even on her ship when she was like.
Yeah, she was on another ship, wasn't she? Yeah, that's
the girls.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's like the way Matt keeps his shorts and t-shirts at Tez's, just in case. You never know, Si. You know what I mean?
Don't get me wrong. Everything I'm saying is a point of me being picky. And yes, I am 47 years of age. And yes, I do get a little bit grumpy in my time. But I think that Disney Star Wars shows have given us enough, oh my God, moments for us to get like that, for us to be a bit picky. Do you know, it's as soon as I saw that lightsaber go through Sabine at the start of this, I just know this isn't my style.
You could get technical and say, well, they put it in a different part of the body than actually in the middle. But then you could any lightsaber going for anyone like that would be not good.
I don't know why they do, because I've got to admit it does downgrade the saber. Because when we were kids, this thing was the ultimate one. This thing was the ultimate one. And it's not only that. Over the past few shows, we've seen it. Reva's had it done twice. Inquisitor, you know what I mean? To me, they've got to come up with something new to beat the lightsaber because they keep bringing it out too much now, don't they? So I agree.
We had the Mando with the force shields. I thought that was a cool new sort of introduction into something different. But we need something like a whip or a lightsaber, something different, don't we? We need something new. Hopefully, in this new universe, we're going to get something maybe different.
Besides Hera's backside, Balin's skull. That he's a great baddie. He's superb in this. He really is. I really enjoy that villain. You know, I think
he's like a knight. He's a knight, isn't he? He's like a knight.
It's very Games of Thrones. Even the theme music at the end, it's like a very, and the way it's all grey on that, it's very Games of Thrones. You know what I mean?
That end music with all the planet. That's very Game of Thrones music. I said to Katrina, well, I love the music all the way through it. The guy who's doing the music for it, it's absolutely. It's some of it's Blade Runner-y dark, and then it goes to other stuff. It's very Star Wars. It's a good mixture of music.
I think I was talking to PGM, the PGM show, Pete, and he goes, and I agree with him. He said they need to introduce Thrawn now, though, not wait till the end. Something needs to happen now. Do you know what I mean? Because every episode, it's on an adventure. But we need because yesterday's, it was great seeing Anakin back, but it was the filler episode, really, wasn't it? It was nothing. Nothing actually. Besides us not getting our nostalgic kick about the Clone Wars and this and that, and seeing Anakin, it didn't really emphasize the story, did it?
Correct.
It didn't really. What do you think about that?
I just thought it was just a wasted opportunity. Again, it was all about emotions and feelings and stuff. And I get it, but why all of a sudden at that one point did she decide I don't want to do this? It's the one thing that does baffle me and put me straight here because I'm just totally lost. When I watch Rebels, enjoyed Rebels like everybody else, but things like World Between Worlds and all that, and time travel and the rules, he got away with it for me because it was an animated series. So he got away with it for that.
Got away with it, but I didn't like that.
So live action for me I don't know. It just seems to be a different era of Star Wars altogether that I don't really recognise. But I always remember Ahsoka walking away from the Jedi Order, walked away from it. She became a grey Jedi, didn't she? That's the whole point of the white lightsabers. She does not go under to rule. So then I don't understand in this one why she's come back to train Sabine, who's not even Force sensitive, yet she's not even a Jedi either. So how does that work? How can you have a Padawan if you don't believe in the Jedi Order or you don't?
I don't think she's going to train Sabine. I think she'll be training. Hera's son. I think.
Well, that's what I said from the beginning. I said there's a ready-made Jedi there, right there. That young kid, he's a Jedi. So why is she not training him from the? I don't understand it. It'd be her that she'd be like.
I think that's how it's going to pan out. I would have thought.
Yeah, I agree with you, Matt, because I understand the whole thing about everyone has the Force or whatever, but it's a bit too far-fetched now for Sabine to get. Especially, we've been told through Star Wars lore, they're too old. They've got to be young. And these are people that actually had the Force, like Luke and so forth. Do you see what I mean?
You never know. Sabine might die, and then she might give Sabine's lightsaber to the young boy or something. You never know. Might do. You might do.
Yeah, I think I'd rather prefer to have Jason, who has a talent for the Force more than someone who's trying their hardest to. I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me, and I understand the law. And I remember Andy sent us a link, didn't he, Si, saying that George Lucas himself said everybody has the Force, but that doesn't mean everybody has to use it. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's the only thing. But I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this season. I like it, to be honest. And
I think he's definitely David's done well.
Hi, Dave.
Yeah. Hi, David. Another David. Yeah.
Brian's comment then, he's put Jason's going to Luke school. Best of luck with that.
Credit Rosa Dawson. She's holding her breath. Yeah.
I never thought of that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. No, you don't know. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know what race. She's different race. She might have air in her tentacles or whatever thing, mandible thingies. Yeah, she might have.
And I agree with that. What Jonathan's saying as well. This is just my thing. I'd like Thrawn from the books, not the Thrawn from Rebels, because it's two completely different characters.
You're not getting the book Thrawn. No chance. You're not getting that Thrawn. You're getting.
I think we're still going to get him the last episode. He's not going to come to the last episode. I think it's a shame.
Well, which means what then? Does that mean we get a second season of this, or does that mean we're waiting for that?
I think it's going to be a movie, isn't it? It's going to be like the Avengers and Endgame and all that. It's going to be a build up to all these characters in one film. I think that's the plan. So because with all these strikes, we ain't going to get any more of Star Wars for a long time now, are we? So we might get Andor eventually, but it's not looking good. Oh, we got Skeleton Crew, haven't we? That's the next thing.
No, apparently the Skeleton Crew has been put to one side now. No one's heard any news of the Skeleton Crew. What's going on about it? So
they've been pushed to next year because they've got nothing for next year, have they? So they've got to drag it out, I guess. Yeah. We got Loki 2 coming soon, haven't we? That's the next cool thing to. Yeah.
See, I think that's what Si's thing is, in it, Si, the same as what Biker's saying. You're the same way as that.
And for me, I can't understand now. I said it the other night. Why has Star Wars left the whole production of Star Wars at the hands of the animation studio? I don't get that. Do you know what I mean? It's like Disney just giving up everything and saying, right, tell you what, Pixar, you run the lot. That would never happen. It's like DC at Warner Brothers going, right, tell you what, look, Looney Tunes, you run the lot. And even though it's like, with all this progressive aggression through Star Wars since the first of the sequels, I think that the Disney house have just said, well, who have we got that we can actually trust this with? And I think Dave Filoni was the only answer at the time.
Which is a shame, really,
I just find it really confusing. Look, what to me I'm a big anime fan, as you know, and I've sat through hours of cartoons, I do to this day. And what necessarily happens in cartoons doesn't really necessarily come alive in live action. And for me, space whales doing hyper jump leaps and all that business is not Star Wars to me. It just isn't.
Hey, hi Nick.
Hi Nick.
I think what my issue is when you've built Thrawn up in this as this, he's going to change. It's an heir to an empire. If he gets back, like Baylan Skoll was saying to Ahsoka last week, if he comes, it's the future and all that sort of stuff. So why isn't Luke, Han, and Leia and the rebellion going after him? Why is it so
big? That's what I don't understand, Mark. They've built this character up from number one, saying this guy's going to start the empire. She even said to Sabine, forget Ezra Bridger if it has to come to it. We've got to get Thrawn. So then to get in that whale and go, I don't know where it's taking us, I was like, this is crazy.
But could we see we could see new characters like Leia, Luke, and Han come back for the film. Come back for the film, can we?
About that, though, Matt, for me, when Disney bought Lucasfilm, I was under the opinion they bought the lot. So these characters that they've set in this area, what is it, about 5-6 years after Return of the Jedi, they're still around. And for the past 40 years, these are the biggest, these are the big guns. These are, these are the people that would, and so you'd think a person that defeated 2 Death Stars and defeated the Empire would go after him. I understand what they're doing because it's Ahsoka's show and so forth. But these people, what I'm saying is the era they've set it in, the big guns are Han, Luke, and Leia, aren't they? So I don't understand why they've not, I think she was mentioned last week, wasn't she? Or Organa said you can have some extra time or something. Was that right in the last episode? I know a name was mentioned.
Dave?
Yeah, that's right. It's all right. It's okay.
That's all right.
Yeah.
We apologise for the quality of this.
I think we're doing all right.
I never remembered the droid though until I watched that screen push and he said he was the one that made the lightsabers for the youngsters.
He's only been in like 3 episodes of the Clone Wars, Shabby. 3 episodes he was in, I think they were saying. So he's not been in many. So, but I can't wait to get the figure looks awesome, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. So I haven't better get that anywhere. I couldn't find out anywhere to pre-order, so I'm no rush to get it, but he'll be around sometime. Well, what does Nick say about it? Loving Ahsoka, but my biggest eye roll nitpick: why didn't Balin take the key ball with him instead of just why didn't he just take it with him instead of?
Is it because when they got the plans, when they actually got what was it called when they got
a hyperlink sort of
the video when you save it you've got it. Was it that? But there's been a few things where you're like, but overall, I mean, it's no Andor, and I think Mandalorian seasons 1 and 2, and then Ahsoka for me. But I'm enjoying it. I don't mind it. So because you're never going to get the OT again. It's what me and Si were talking about a few nights ago. And I said to Si, if you're looking for original trilogy again, especially under Disney, you ain't getting it. No chance. So lower your expectations when you go into these.
No. I've always said the same thing. I'm a big Batman fan, and I don't turn me back on franchises that I've loved since I was a little kid. And sometimes you get great Batman stuff, and sometimes you get terrible Batman stuff. But I want to say, instead of dismissing it and throwing it out the window, just wait to see what's next. Okay, Ahsoka hasn't worked for me, but maybe the Acolyte will. Maybe the new movie will,
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. When I saw Batman Forever with Val Kilmer, I was like, this is getting a bit dodgy. And then when I saw Batman and Robin, my God, it was the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. But after that came the Nolan trilogy. So it can pull itself back and bring you back in. I just hope Star Wars, for me, just does the same thing.
VTR's just made a good point where he said Sabine is annoying. I don't think any of the females in this are likable. They all have that cocky kind of attitude, don't they? They're all, you know what I mean? They're not. I don't know. I'm not trying to be sexist when I say it. I'm not, because these are the characters in the show. If there were men or aliens or anything else and they acted like this, I'd say the same thing. So it's not a case of the women. They're just coming across as very. It's like Hera. Hera's telling everybody every week, I'm a general. I'll do what I want. I don't care what you say. I mean, like, we get it. Do you know what I mean? It's now 5 episodes and you keep saying the same thing. So I understand what you mean by annoying there.
Quitting time. See you later. Cheerio.
Have
a nice journey home. Have a nice journey home.
I just don't see the point in wasting your time training someone that's not sensitive with the Force. I thought that was the whole point of being a Jedi Knight. Yeah, what's the point of that? Well, you're going to get it. It's like, you might as well, it's plain and simple, but by the end of this show, this kid's got the Force in some shape or form. Because it's like the magic trick where you don't pull it out, then all of a sudden the rabbit's out there. It's just going to be like that. You can just see it coming.
Well, do you think you'd eye roll for a fact? Say, for example, in the last episode, and Sabine does something with the Force. I think I'd probably go, you're taking the look. You've been telling us for years you have to have training, you have to feel the Force, you have to, divulge into the Force and give up, everything else that you know. So if she does a little bit in the last episode, I might eye roll at that. Like, that's not right, And
another thing, she's a Mandalorian. Mandalorians are known to land on the sword at the end of a battle. So she would never have just passed that ball over just for the fact of. That would never have happened. So why did he not do the Jedi mind trick on her? So then she just passed it over because there was no choice. You know what I mean? You will get on my ship. You will pass me the golden snitch. And you know what I mean? It's I don't understand how she just very easily went, yeah, you're right, yeah, there you go.
Did just a little bit of fact, did you know that ball is actually a puzzle, is a toy that they bought? It's called a Mega Minx puzzle, and you can buy it, and it's all different colors of ball, and they just bought that and sprayed it gold, and you can buy it on
so I was saying, they look like in Jedi for the first game, Fallen Order, or fall or whatever. They look like the balls that you had to move in that. They look exactly the same, sort of things and so on.
But they sold out as soon as people figured out that was the Ahsoka puzzle.
Yeah.
They've been selling out. I think they're on. I think you can still buy them on Etsy. I think so. But it's a real toy. People just spraying them up. It's a clever, isn't it? They use
the parts with Anakin in the Clone War scenes were fantastic. I love.
They were
them.
seeing clones. Yeah.
They were brilliant. You know, that took me way back. That did.
Yeah, they put out. They I don't know if anyone's seen. They put out official pictures, didn't they, today of Anakin?
Yeah.
And Captain Rex.
Yeah.
So for a costumer, they did something really bad. So the Captain's Rex armor is all round the wrong way. So his biceps should be round. All of his whole armor on it, both his arms are the wrong way round. They should be. So they took these official pictures, and they've got all the armor around the wrong way. So yeah.
Oh, you'd think as well. You get that right because lads will take
you would. Well,
I
don't know who's. I was thinking all those guys in the clones and I bet they're like costume people, and they've just found a real good Rex. I know they made a lot of the clone armor for the Kenobi series, didn't they? When they did the Jedi Purge bit at the beginning. So I do wonder. I think there's a lot of them was costume guys. So, but it's just getting the Rex wrong. Not a lot of people would notice that in the picture, but I just went, uh-oh. He's like, you sad person, Matt.
Yo, wait.
Yeah. No, how can I make a Little Mermaid if I unsubscribe to Disney Plus? I can't watch it. You're not going to hear me rant about that next, are you?
Well, let me ask you, and obviously the chat as well, because as we say every week, everyone's involved. Do you think there's too much Star Wars? Do you think that's why you're getting the way you are, Sal? Here we go again.
No,
you don't?
Not at all.
I guess
not at all. I think there's too much stupid Star Wars. That's the problem. I think that really, I'm not being funny about it. And this is just, again, my opinion, so don't shoot me down with it. But when I was a kid growing up, Star Wars excited me more than anything on that cinema. Anything. If I saw a trailer for Star Wars, if I saw a snippet, you'd see the Oscars and you'd see Star Wars including them little snippets. And it was always bigger and better than anything. And, you know, even if I was Disney and I bought this Star Wars property, I would have said, right, the first thing we're bringing out is going to be a good 5 years away from now. We have got the biggest cinematic franchise in the world. We have to do this properly. Think about this properly. But at the same time, times were changing. They were putting things in these films that they wanted people to jump on with, and people are not jumping on with them. Do you know what I mean? And what annoyed people is that they're so frank they're putting the money where their mouth is, because I don't see millions of properties going into these diversities that they want to change, yet just changing everybody else's that they're happy with. That's what I just don't like. Do you know what I mean? It's this it's like Finn, right? When I was walking around and I saw the advertisements for The Force Awakens, Mark Boyega is a British lad. So all the British posters, you've got this kid, he's got this lightsaber in his hand, and I'm like, look at that, it's going to be brilliant. At last, do you know what I mean? That's going to be great. I've been seeing the film. Not only is he not a Jedi, not only is he a really shit stormtrooper, but then he works in the toilets at the stormtrooper. I'm like, this is unbelievable what I'm watching.
Yeah, I had to put a guy down, innit? I had to make a
I just
character.
couldn't believe what I was watching, and yet I was really looking forward to seeing him as the new Jedi. Every poster we saw Matt in the UK, lightsaber in his hand. So, you know, it's just things like that.
You did say something that I've got to respect you for, and this is a thing what a lot of people have done. You said at the start of all this side that you're not going to turn your back on this franchise because you've watched it forever. And I like that. I like the fact that, because I think one of the lads has just said in there, I think it was David, sometimes there's going to be Star Wars that I can't stand The Last Jedi. I cannot stand that movie. But I'm never going to stop buying the toys. I'm never going to stop watching the series. It's in you, in it, really. It's always that makes me laugh, those people that say, I'll never watch Star Wars again. And I think, well, you never know what's coming next. They could do something that's like Andor. Andor, to me, was a masterpiece. I loved it.
To me, though, Mark, the biggest kick in the balls to me is that everything else is right. It's amazing to look at. I love the new Death Trooper. I love that Shore Trooper. I love Kylo Ren's cross blade. I loved everything that's coming out for me. It looks amazing. Visually, you've never seen Star Wars as stunning, ever. Yeah, it's so stupid. So I just don't get.
Yeah.
And when you
I
go
know.
this writer strike, maybe this writer strikes for me, again, my opinion. I can understand why people like Ahsoka. It's visually stunning. It's a great show. The villains are in it are amazing. But there's just little things that are like what Luke Reynolds said before. I was brought up on the fact that the lightsaber, when properly used, was almost invincible. They were a dangerous weapon. It took an expert to wield this lightsaber. If you were no Jedi Master, you're going to take your own head off. Do you know what I mean? And they plunge it in everybody. And they're like, out next minute. All right, yeah, lightsaber burn, no problem.
Oh,
It's just
my
mad.
goodness.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right as well. Exactly, DTM. That's the way you got to look at it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really
Nobody
stuck.
wants to say it's great. No one.
Do we
If you
just
think
have
it's great,
one? Do we have just one? Do we have one Star Wars TV series a year? Just one, and that's it. You know, like.
do you think it'll get like that though? Do you think it'll
stick
get
just
like
one a year, or do we have two a year? I mean, any more than two a year. Which I mean, at the moment, now we've only what have we had this year? We've had Kenobi, and now this, haven't we? Really? Because Book of Boba Fett was that? I'm trying to think.
that?
That was the year before.
Boba Fett. It was Christmas. So,
That was the year before last, wasn't it? Yeah, that
year
started
before
last.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we've had Kenobi and Ahsoka this year. We were going to get three because we're going to get Skeleton Crew, but now that's been moved to next year, isn't it? And then we don't know when. Yeah.
But we are. Let's be perfectly honest, and I ain't sticking up for anybody when I say this. We are difficult fans to deal with, aren't we? I mean,
yeah, because we're Star Wars fans. Because
we're all from
made, that's why.
And we're all from different periods of thing now, anyway. I think us original trilogy people are more difficult to please than say the people from.
And so we should be, because it's our trilogy that they're rinsing like a wet flannel to get every single bit of dollar out they can. Disney have more money than you'll ever believe in your life. If Star Wars fell to them, they would not be bothered. They'd sell the property on to the next. They've got more money to buy 50 Lucasfilms.
But so Nick said is exactly right as well, because I felt the same way. I've said this before, so if I won't go on about it, but I loved the aura around Force Awakens. Figures were back. Everyone's talking about Star Wars. You saw the but he's right. What ruined the Force Awakens for me was episodes 8 and 9, because I can't watch the Force Awakens anymore because I know what it turns into. Do you know what I mean? So I agree with exactly what you're saying there, Nate.
I don't know. Maybe again, it's their time. Maybe me. You know, maybe it's the time they lived in. Maybe we are a bit over-honoured to get that original trilogy.
Then the young guys who love all the Clone Wars, they might give them another 10, 15 years or 20 years, and whatever Star Wars is out, if they're still making it, they might not be happy with what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? Because it's going to be people that are kids now be making that in the future. And do you think
the issue as well is that Disney, like Lucasfilm, did, even when it was George Lucas to now, they put it on such a high pedestal for us, like, this is the great thing ever, this is this. So when you watch, like, do you know, it was like,
so Kenobi was last year, of course it was. So it was Book of Boba Fett 2002, and then Kenobi, and then this year.
Andor.
Yeah.
Oh,
was it? Yeah. I was getting confused. Yeah, there's so many. But maybe they should don't out so many. So
it's funny though, the difference between us all, and it's nice having conversations like this where you can listen to other people's sides and why they like it and why they don't like it.
Yeah,
it will. I agree.
It will.
And I think that's
a lot.
What is.
A lot of people that Star Wars and that. Yeah, that's most people Star Wars, isn't it?
Yeah, we always compare it. Simon was doing it before. Me and Simon were having a chat a couple of nights ago, and Simon was getting really mad about it. And I said, the thing about it is, you're never going to get Return of the Jedi again. It's just not going to happen.
No,
and it was brilliant.
You need to go back to the 80s to film it. You need to film it in the 80s.
Return of the Jedi. I don't want to Return of the Jedi back or anything. I just want a decent enough script. Do you know what I mean? It's like, how can the Batman that comes out, still after all these years, Batman's 90 years old, his script was brilliant for the last one. Why can't they just do it? So I don't understand why Star Wars has to be seen like it's just silly today.
Smith Lord speaks bollocks.
Well, I
loved it. I mean, I remember I was watching Horror Chronicles when they were talking about it, and one of the lads on their channel said, "No, it's all right. It's a bit like a novel," and I went, brilliant. That's probably why I like it, because it's got a really nice continuing story. Is it a little bit, slower than the rest of them? Yeah, but I preferred it like that. I really enjoyed it.
Nick's with it. Yeah. So it's just Mando. Yeah, I forgot that Mando season 3, and so far.
Yeah, Mando season 3 was. I don't think I haven't gone.
Have you seen the Blu-ray releases? They've seen I don't know what it is, but you can buy the 4K versions, and they're out to pre-order. They think they're out today. You can buy them on Zavi, Amazon, but they haven't released the Blu-ray versions of it. And I'm waiting to see if they come out, because I'm not paying 45-50 quid for a. I know it's a steelbook, but I haven't got a Blu-ray. I haven't got a 4K Blu-ray.
Why have you not bought the Blu-ray or the 4K out of it? That's a bit weird.
I don't know. I hope it's
DVDs now. You know what I mean?
I know. Just Blu-ray. I think they're trying to phase Blu-ray out. Hopefully it'll come out. I haven't got a 4K player. I've got a 4K TV, but I'm still not, because I've got a PlayStation 4, so that's what I run my thing. So I keep saying I'm going to get a 4K player, but then that means you've got to buy all your collection again, doesn't it? So yeah.
I like Hero, right? Is Hero like really like a knobhead in real life, or is she like just doing the best Han Solo impression? Do you think her thing was like, your Han Solo, you've got to be like, why she was giving an X-Wing pilots like shit all the time, like non-stop? You do this, you do
She's
that.
a different. The character in the cartoon is completely different to the.
She was more motherly in the cartoon, wasn't she? She was more of she had a real motherly side to it, which has not come out in this at all. Like I said, when it's all finished, I'll watch it back, and they're not very. It's weird, because you fell in love with all the characters at Rebels. You really enjoyed them, but for some reason in this show, they're not likable women. Do you know what I mean? They're not. I don't know. I wouldn't say women. That's the wrong thing to say. Characters. I'd say it that way.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't really think Ahsoka's aimed at me. I know people say this family thing and all this and that, but what I'm watching, it's like Paris Hilton and a mate have got together, and it's like it's just what I'm watching.
Yeah,
I don't know.
There's a lot of people running around in white pajamas now. There's a lot of conventions.
It does my head in. What is it? One more. What did he shout at the
one way up? One way up.
One way out.
Yeah, one way out. One way out.
I love it. I think Andor is. I'm a massive fan. I've watched that about 3 or 4 times all the way through. It's brilliant.
I have seen some people going around with the white, and they've got snorkels on, and they've got water wings on, and rings, inflatable rings and stuff.
Yeah,
because they're gonna have to jump in the water. This is a good funny. That is just a snorkel. Come on, guy, and snorkels on in a thing.
Stu said it about Willow, but I never watched Willow. I couldn't go near it. I kept saying, but I'm not going near it, so I never saw it.
It was terrible. It wasn't like eye rolling and all this. It was terrible, mate.
They tried putting Christian Slater in it to beef it up, and that didn't even work. Putting Christian Slater in one episode.
I got to 2 episodes and thought, I can't watch this.
I stopped at 6, and then I thought, I've got to finish this. I've got to finish it. So I finished the other 4 episodes and just got on and did it. But
the best thing I've been watching is One Piece on Netflix. Honestly, I've told the lads about it. One Piece is superb on Netflix. But again, because it's story driven and they haven't come away from the material. It's same as Arcane the year before. That was superb too. So
yeah, you keep saying to watch that One Piece. I'm not. I'll have to give it a go. So because I like
you're into anime, Matt, and you're not into manga, and you're not into anime and things like that.
But then I liked what's her name though. I know you didn't like it, did you? What was it? Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop. I liked it.
Yeah, Cowboy Bebop. You didn't like it, did you? So
I'll see you next time.
I thought it was okay, Cowboy. I enjoyed that. So
I think it's because, Matt, and this is what I've talked to say about me and you never covered the manga. We never read the comics or watched the cartoons. We went into this and I liked it. That's what we liked.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I've got a few. I've got Akira, and I like. I liked Guyver and a few others. I did like watching when I was. I've never watched all the different. I've got a list of manga films on streaming. I've got to watch. What's the? I'm trying to think of some of the real 80s ones I want to watch.
Oh, Ninja Scroll.
What's the one with the Wind Warriors? Wind Warriors? Is it Wind Warriors? There's a girl on a flying book thing.
Oh,
like
the Studio Ghibli one.
yeah.
Oh, I know what it's
Something
called. Yeah, I know what you mean. Can't get it.
It did the guy. What's the one that the pig flying the pig flying the plane? Like he's what's that one called? I've seen that one. I can't remember the names of them.
I like the way like you asking both of us. I can't even spell anime. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. I've watched the one with the little girl when she goes to the other world, didn't she, with the ghost thing? I can't remember the names of them. So terrible.
One of my favourite animes, Black Butler. I love Blood the Last Vampire. I've always been a big fan of Evangelion. Always loved Ghost in the Shell. Cowboy Bebop's probably my number one.
Yeah.
Movie wise, I've always liked Ganso.
Yeah.
Game there's loads, isn't there? But Black Butler,
my friend Totoro or something like that. That was a big
one. This is my favorite one. I've got this on Blu-ray. That's how much. This is my favorite one. So Cyber City.
Yeah.
Cyber City. Yeah, it's 3 it's quite this is a special, Cyber City. It's got like 3 different stories in it. So they've got 3 different stories. Yeah, they're like cyber cops. So they got these things around.
Oh, has it got that Blade Runner thing you like? He's got that kind of vibe, has it?
Yeah, kind of. But they're like cyberpunks. So
right.
They got little things around their necks, and they have to work for the police. And they got like 99 minutes or whatever to solve it. And the guy goes, "Did it?" And then they have to. It's done in the late 80s, but when they brought it to the UK, they put like really good rock music to it. So cool. Yeah. I can't remember where I got this from though. Madhouse. There we go. Madhouse Productions. So,
David. Really critic chat.
Yeah, I do like a bit of manga. I do like a bit.
We've only got 10 minutes left.
You will like One Piece, yeah.
I know.
Hey, pal.
That's
this is
That's more rare.
You've done a good job.
Don't mention air on here, Tim. Don't mention air, please.
Unbelievable.
Oh, I can't wait to go look at the chat later on. There's going to be some great pictures. Simon's going to be busy later. I can see it.
Oh my! I've got loads of thoughts in my head.
House Moving Castle. That's a good one. Yeah.
Yes, Si, you've done a good job on ZSR tonight, Si. Is this your first time you've done it all the way through? I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah, because you never used to have people on from the beginning, did you? It was a guest at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, a guest.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Si. Thank you for standing in.
I can't believe 10 minutes left. It's been brilliant tonight, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, the loft is
doing. He's had a good time. That's the main thing, isn't it? As long as he's had a good night, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
I'll definitely meet up with him.
You know all the lads in the chat. You're here every week anyway, so it's.
I like being in that chat. I find this bit more of the chief side of it. I like to be in the soldier side of it. I like being in the chat with my fellow boys. I like it.
Yeah.
It's good. I can't write Jungle is Massive this time round because. But did you know? I'll tell you something. I'll tell you a secret. I've wrote Jungle is Massive in your chat for about 2.5 years now, right? But I always write it at 9 o'clock. So anytime you see the words Jungle is Massive with the 3 strawberries, it's halfway through the show. That's why I do it.
Yeah.
Easter egg, Si. Easter egg.
Thank you.
Before I finish off, I'm going to share these pictures. Here we go for the McFarlane Aquaman figures. Have you all seen these?
Wow.
Saw the trailer today. Trailer looks
good. Yeah. Oh, actually, I really enjoy. Like he's got a seahorse there, so they look pretty cool. This guy down here looks pretty nasty looking.
What's the bluish outfit he's wearing? What's that one?
What, that one here? This one?
No, the blue one.
He sort of disappeared, didn't it, in the trailer? He sort of went invisible with it. But I like to see the yellow and green back. That's brilliant.
This kind of black costume. Yeah, I like Black Manta. He's gone more to like he looks in the comic books with the silver. So he's got
Helmet's
the silver.
Brilliant, though, isn't it? Helmet's
I can't wait. That's
brilliant.
one. I mean, that's one figure I definitely. I love the seahorse. So that's sort of an in joke, though, isn't it? With Aquaman, how he had a.
There's a lot of Jeff Johns. Aquaman that with the seahorses, isn't it? He threw that in mainly. So.
Look at a box. It's a big box, isn't it? So
yeah, it's nice that. Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Yeah, that's quite cool.
That's cool. It's not bad.
I got the Joker dragon. It's sort of that. I think that'll go well. The Joker dragon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is
down to be hitting it now. After this will be the end of the DC run.
Yeah, this is the last movie. Is that right?
Yeah.
This is the last movie. Then they start again.
Yeah, because they sort of just find.
John said it there. I'm confused. I thought DC was starting over. Yeah, this is the last one, John. So.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know. They haven't done well. Flash didn't do well. Blue Beetle didn't do well. So I think people are just waiting for the next phase, aren't they? Really, in a way. So,
to me, what the shame is that if they'd have brought out. I mean, obviously, you can't say anything future tragedy, and what happened to Zack Snyder was an utter tragedy. But if his version of the Justice League would have come out at the cinema, which was 94% different from what we got, I think we'd have been talking different about DC at the cinema. I do. I think things would have been a lot different.
Brilliant.
Well, it's a bit fishy, isn't it, Dave? It's a bit fishy.
I haven't seen the first Aquaman. I didn't watch it. I haven't seen it.
I liked it. I didn't mind it. Yeah, I don't mind Aquaman. It's all right.
I've dug it out my Blu-ray. I was going to sit and watch it with the wife because she said, "I haven't seen that." I said, "Oh,
I haven't seen it yet."
Yeah,
well,
that's another favourite. The wife likes Patrick Wilson. She's got a thing for Patrick Wilson. So.
Patrick Wilson.
I think she's got a type, your missus. Robert Pattinson, Patrick Wilson, all these
good-looking blokes. I don't know what she's doing with me. I don't know what else she's doing with me. They all got they all got hair. I haven't, so I don't know what they're doing. Yes. Yeah.
I'm not saying anything about hair. I'm not saying a word. So
I'm trying to get something.
Well, don't talk to Robert's Retros about Muppet Babies.
Hey, Si, would you rather have a fight with Aquaman or a Matter Baby?
With Aquaman.
With Aquaman.
Yeah. Gonna watch Flash. I got the Flash coming. You didn't like that, did you? You didn't like that.
I didn't like it. No, I thought it was rubbish. I did. It was annoying all the way through it, and it was nice.
Yeah, he is a bit annoying. He is annoying, isn't he? But I just watched it for Keaton. Yeah.
The novelty of Keaton wore off for me. I thought he wasn't the same as he was in the Batman movies. He was like, you know what I mean, trying to be laughing and joking. I don't know, it didn't work.
Yeah, I just liked him when he got the tape measure out. I thought that was brilliant. Batman tape measure. Like, well, it was great. It's a little. I just love that.
I like the Flash. I thought the Flash was good.
Yeah, just special effects were a little bit dodgy, but otherwise.
That baby scene at the beginning was really dodgy, wasn't it?
Oh, he's sticking it in a microwave. It's like, should you be sticking it in a microwave?
No, but I did enjoy the Flash. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to it. Yeah.
You can be a bit biased sometimes, can't you? And I think that's the thing. You can go back on things and remember something. And it's like Book of Boba Fett. I quite enjoyed it for the fact that they went back to Return of the Jedi so many times for certain scenes that it overlooked all the silly stuff. Do you know what I mean? But in the end, I thought, oh, no, it wasn't as good. Sometimes I think you can get that thing, can't you? You see the visual and it takes you back to what you loved, and then you forget about it, don't you? It's like weird.
I think what Super Awesome has just said, John, I agree with him. I think that's the thing. Everyone's like, well, it's finishing, so I'll just wait till it comes out on streaming. Do you know what I mean? I don't think anyone's spending the money to go out.
Is that true, Matthew?
I don't know.
It must be, because Dave's got a full head of hair, so what does that say about Dave?
Yeah.
Brilliant, David. Brilliant.
Yeah, babe.
All right. It was actually a
All
throwback.
right. Oh, something from the comics. Okay.
Right, got it. That's why they put that in. Nice, looking, you got him in.
Yeah, Keaton was also in the Flash as a mix.
See, I was waiting to see the dark, brooding Keaton like we saw in the Batman movie. He wasn't like that.
But Jonathan says there, if you make Batman Beyond, you're going to get that. And it's about time now that Batman Beyond is made. It's getting beyond the joke, to be fair.
We're going to have to get on with it then, because he's 73, Michael Keaton.
That's about right for Batman Beyond. That's about right. He was an old guy in Batman Beyond, and he trains the young Tony McGinnis to be Batman.
Yeah. If they copied that,
ready for it.
Yeah. Even if they copy like the 2 episodes of when you know of the animated series, that's all they have to copy to make the film, innit? Where they where you could see Keaton at the beginning in the suit, and then he has a problem with his heart. I think that's what in the cartoon it does. And then he said, "That's it. That's the last time I." Because then he have to pick a gun up, doesn't he? I think he has to pick a gun up in Batman at the beginning because he has a bit of a heart attack, doesn't he, or something?
Yeah.
And he says, "Well, that's it. I can't do this anymore," because he had to pick a weapon up. So.
Is that the one where Robin's the girl with the ginger hair and the big glasses? Is that Batman? Because listen, I'm not your biggest DC fan. I know you and Chris are, and you are, Matt. But
I've got animated series.
That's
Batman's is that when he has Robin? It's the female Robin with the ginger hair and the
that's the Dark Knight. That's the Dark Knight. That's brilliant as well. That's when Peter Weller did the voice for it. That's a good animated.
Yeah, I think I've seen that. I went through a list of them outside. They all came on HBO Max, all of them. So I said, watch this one. I watched Gotham by Gaslight. I watched Hush. I watched
I've got Goth. Yeah.
They were good. I really enjoyed them. Considering I've never seen them.
I've not watched a lot of the later ones. I think because they've changed the voice actor now, haven't they? Because
right.
So they've got different guys now doing it.
I know Pete Welly did that one, but is it Kevin Conroy, the main guy?
Conrad.
Conrad.
Yeah, he passed away. Yeah.
Right, got it.
He's passed away now. So the lady passed away, didn't she, the other week? Who did
Harley Quinn, yeah.
Harley Quinn, yeah.
Her voice was brilliant, Harley Quinn. Yeah.
She did the voice for the animated cartoons. She did it, lady. Yeah. So, different lady. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. Beetlejuice. Yeah.
Can't wait for that. Cannot wait for that. I love the first one. So this second one, and to get Earth on Wednesday playing a daughter, that's a great.
Yeah. That's very. Yeah, people have been down there, haven't they, and filmed the place, haven't they? We were building everything. They got the exact same place.
Yeah, the house. Yeah. Two great films.
The thing is, Chris, I'm going to be honest. If I can't, I'm not, like I said, clued up like you and our site are, but I get it. I get what turning your geek on. I know Matt said that to me once. He said, "What sort of geek are you?" Very disappointed. What was that? That was on a stream that was on, Matt. You just came in and went, "Shabby doesn't know." Very disappointed.
Yeah, you'd never seen Stargate or something, wasn't it? Or something. You've never watched Stargate or. Yeah. You've never watched any other Star Trek except for something.
And I'm a big Strange World fan, but I've never. Although I have gone back and watched a couple of the 60s Star Treks, and they're good. I'm going to start that Next Generation, but it's on for like 6 years in it or something. It's going to take
seven seasons. Yeah,
7 years. Oh, the France, man. That's
when we're talking about like when the Borg get introduced, but that was like a massive thing. Yeah, you've never seen any of that, have you? So, no.
But the worst thing is like we were talking about the Babylon 5 thing. The worst thing for me is I'll listen to what you lot say, and I'll go right. So I'll go on Google and I'll say where do I start and all that, and then it'll go a list of episodes, a list of movies, and then I go, well, what? Do I have to watch season 1 and 2 then a movie, or do I have to watch a movie first then that? He did it with the Battlestar Galactica. I tried that and I was all over the place with the new Battlestar Galactica.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know where to start.
Well, we've what time is it? Look at that. So 1 minute past 10. Oh.
I know where to start on Battlestar Galactica. Monica Baccarin. That's the best place to start on Battlestar Galactica. All over it. And in V. Remember in the new V as well? What a taste here.
I like the old version. What's she called? Diana in the 80s version of V with the big brown hair. She was awesome.
Oh, when she had the
yeah.
It's the same. There we go. Yeah, we watched all the Next Generation.
I'm definitely going to watch it, Dave. But it's like getting round to it. It's like because you think, I tell you what, I should do really because I love Strange New World.
Yeah, it's like Babylon 5 as well. That's another one you should.
Brilliant.
Yeah, Babylon 5 is.
You go back and watch the original Star Trek, but you won't watch the Next Generation.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Well, I thought I'll start from the beginning, but I realised
you should just sit down and watch an episode of the 60s every week, just like to carry on like you're watching Strange New Worlds. You should just make it, sit down and do an episode of the 60s one.
Don't put Jonathan's comment up. It's I find it offensive.
I just read it. Well, I just read that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thanks, Si. Thanks a lot, buddy. Si, you were brilliant tonight, mate. Really good.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, Babylon 5. Yeah, yeah.
Animated Babylon 5.
Yeah,
What's that?
yeah. The advert's flown by tonight, Des. I agree. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, well, so thank you, Si, for coming on.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me, boys.
Thank you, Tez. Have a pint on us. Yeah, thank you, Tez.
Who are we on next week then? Tez is back next week, so we're on Tez's, aren't we?
Hopefully, yeah, Tez is. Yeah, he's not down the pub. Yeah. 118, Tez. 118. So next episode, there we go. So.
118, yeah, 118.
Okay, everyone. Thanks in the chat for coming on. Thank you, guys, and we will see you next Friday.